For the most part, just let 2018 unravel naturally while you're trying to create the life that you want and giving yourself permission to fall into the life that you want to live. Hey Glammers, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, hola, como estas, salut, bonjour, wagwan. As you guys can already tell from the title, today we are making a vision board. But before we jump into it, what is a vision board? You might be wondering, just in case you've never heard of it before or you've never made one. So basically, a vision board is putting your goals for the year on a board, on a visualized board that has words and pictures and stuff that is going to inspire you and be a constant reminder of your goals and help you work towards your goals. Basically, this is the first installment of my Let's Get It series. The Let's Get It series will be me sharing things that I'm going to be doing throughout the year to better my life. So I want 2018 to be different. So I actually want to intentionally work towards having a better year. So that's kind of what this series is going to be. Hopefully you guys like it. But before we jump right into it, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button. Join my family fam. Like, join the Glammers. We're almost at 20K. Come on, let's do it. Join us. We are loving, we are supportive, we are caring. Join the fam, honey. Okay. Basically, before I actually get into the making of the vision board, shout out goes to the first person you carry out Onyeka. Shout out to you, boo. I see you. Thanks for your support, baby boo. And I'm so happy I was able to inspire you to make your vision board. I really hope you do make it, girl. Send it to me on Snap when you do make it, because, you know, I hope you make it. Next shout out goes to YV. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. And I'm very, very happy that I was able to help you through to boost your confidence and all that good stuff. So those are my two shout outs of the day. And if you don't know what the heck I'm doing, I'm starting this new thing where I give people shout outs. So these are the people that commented from my previous video. So if you want to get a shout out in my next video, be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the video. Just comment below and you might just see your name pop up in the next video. But basically, before I made one, I did tons of research. So today I'm going to share things that I've learned along the way and what helped me make my vision board. There are different types of vision boards. So the one that I've created is my 2018. So you can create a long-term one that is going to take you like your 5-year plan or your 10-year plan or your 6 months vision board, like a vision board in one specific area of your life. So it does not necessarily have to encompass everything that is going on in your life. There are different types of vision boards out there, so I definitely encourage you guys to do your research to know the type that you want. There are basically like 3 steps to prepping yourself to make a vision board. And the first one is reflecting on your previous year. Know like what went wrong. If you had a great year, good and fine, what worked for you. If you had a not so good year, what went wrong and how can you improve it in the new year. And because of that, you will be able to set your goals for the new year, like who you want to be in the new year, what you want to achieve and what you want to work towards. Write down your goals. I wrote down my goals for 2018. After that, I went and then I divided them into categories. So I had career, finance, money as one category. Then I had health and wellness as another category. Then I had love and relationships in another category. And then I had creativity and fun in one category, and then spirituality in another category. So those were the areas that I wanted to work towards intentionally this year. So now the second part of making your vision board is habits that you need to form in order to work towards those goals. The year just started. I'm learning as I'm going, but I have come up with like list of things to do to actively work towards my goals. So that is what the habit part is. And the third part is basically action, like basically what are the actions that you're going to be taking towards working towards those goals. Are you going to be persistent? Are you going to be resilient? You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do to actively work towards your goals no matter what comes your way? Because life will literally happen. And I feel like that's what I'm also teaching myself in this new year. Even if life happens, I shouldn't like stop. The next step would be to basically ask yourself this question, and that is, what do I want and how do I want to feel? So because a lot of the times people get carried away making vision boards according to research, and they do not consider how achieving those things on their boards will make them feel. Take some time, reflect, and just really think like, how do I want to feel when I achieve these goals. The whole law of attraction, putting out positivity out there and putting out what you want and achieving it, is basically feeling the feelings of the things that you want in your life. And after that comes the fun part, which is basically the making of the vision board. Don't feel like for example, if you're cutting out an image and you want a car and there's a voice inside your head like, no girl, like be realistic, you're not gonna get a car. Try to pay attention to those things and then be able to work to overcome those fears. Like in my process, if I'm being very honest, everything I put on my board, I'm like, I could achieve this, I could definitely get this, you know what I mean? Except for like one thing, and I'm like, I know I could get it, but then there was like this doubt in my mind, like, are you sure, type thing. So I literally had to identify that, and now I'm going to find ways to work over those fears and be able to achieve those. You are able to overcome your fear. I know this sounds so cliche, but I watched a video that had this and I did it and it really helped. Before you start, give yourself this like permission to fall into the life that you want to live. So she's like, I give myself permission to fall into the life I want to live. I give myself permission to fall into the life I want to live. I give myself permission to fall into the life that I want to live, because that's going to help your mindset in order not to doubt things that you're cutting out and you're pasting on your board. Like another step to creating this, create your own space, like what works for you. So I attended my girlfriend's vision board party. They're an events planning company. It was really great. It was inspiring. They had table topics. So basically, just kind of like that step one of the reflection part of what I had said. So basically it got you to reflect on your past year. It got you to reflect on your fears. It got you to reflect on your biggest achievement. Those were table topics that geared towards that. I enjoyed the table topics because it got me thinking and inspired me. However, what I realized was that in that setting, I wasn't able to create my vision board. Like for the vision board party, some people were able to create their boards that day. They finished it up. They were great. For me, not so much. I realized that I needed my own personal time, my own personal space. So that brings me to the next point that I'm talking about, which is creating your own space. I was able to come home, play some good music, pop some wine. I basically created my own personal space. So the vision board party was a great platform, especially for someone like me that had never made one before. I learned a lot and I was able to come home and just create my own personal space that worked for me, and I was able to be more productive and create the vision board that I want. Because I had already created my goals, I had already categorized it, none of the pictures spoke to me. I've realized in this process that's okay. I feel like because a vision board making requires you to cut out things from magazines, I say magazines by the way, I'm sure you guys probably say magazines. Like, don't feel like you have to, you must, or else you're not making a vision board, because literally only like 3 cutouts from a magazine worked for me. So what I did now, which is another option, is to go online and find your images. So another point that I wanted to add on to the whole, you don't have to cut out things that don't speak to you from magazines. You can go online and find it. Was on my vision board, I have a lot of women of color, because I wanted to look at it and I wanted it to be representative of who I am, what I look like. I use Oprah, I use Yara, I used basically women of color that spoke to me. I used Brittany Babe on Instagram because her body is popping. If you are white, utilize images of white people. If you are black, utilize images of black people. If you are Asian, utilize images of Asian people. The internet has everything, you know what I mean? So don't limit yourself, or don't put people that are not representative of who you are, because now when you look at it, not only are you looking at it as a goal that you're trying to work towards, you're looking at it as, they don't look like me. Are people of my color or skin color even able to do that? I feel like sometimes we just get carried away and they just cut things just to cut things. Don't do that. If it's not speaking to your goals, if it's not representative of your goals, don't be pressured to cut them out. Find images that represent your goals online. That's what I've learned. My theme for this year is take an initiative. So take initiative and just do it. There was no writing out there on Google that basically said, well, take initiative and just do it. So guess what? I went to Canva and I created my own poster that said take initiative, route, and just do it. So I'm going to link Canva down below as well. But yeah, Google is your best friend. Canva is your best friend. Also, another thing I learned is when you find images online to print out, girl, it's gonna cost you, okay? It's going to cost you. I had to buy ink for my printer. I ran out of ink. I had to go to a public printing place to print the rest. So because my thing was for my vision board, I kind of got carried away because the board was so big. I got the board from the vision board party, by the way. The board was gigantic, so I felt the need to make my images large. Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of your resources. Be mindful that it will cost you money to make a vision board, but hey, what is that to like invest into your dreams, you know what I mean, to your dreams, aspirations, and goals. The last step that someone did that I picked up that I want to incorporate onto my vision board as well is writing yourself a letter. So pick the top 2 to 4 goals off of your vision board that you would definitely want to achieve by the end of the year. Write yourself a letter and just tell yourself that you hope you achieve those goals. Read over the letter over and over again and seal it up and like attach it to your vision board. What that's going to do after you've repeatedly read the letter over and over again before you sealed it is that's going to embed those top goals, because those are your most important goals, and because of that, subconsciously you're going to work towards those goals. So don't correlate your like life's happiness or your year's happiness to your vision board. Your vision board is only there to guide you, because life will happen. Different goals will be achieved differently. Different goals will be achieved through a different route versus the route that you had in your mind. So just bear that in mind. Those are the things that I've learned from people. I really hope this video was really helpful. I feel like I've said everything that I wanted to say. This is literally me relaying information and what I've learned when it comes to vision board making, and like I said, it's my first time making it. So by the end of the year, I hope to make another video saying let's check into my vision board and see what I've accomplished. If you guys have never made a vision board but now you're inspired to make one, please comment below, let me know. Also send me a picture on Snapchat, which if you have not added me on Snapchat, what are you waiting for? Add me right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, y'all. I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Goodbye.